Okay, Ross from Ventura, California. He calls or writes in. He goes, I enjoy watching you characters on YouTube. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, Ross, but I appreciate that.
Are we characters?
I guess you are.
He enjoys it. I think that means that it's a compliment.
Does a Sep-Ira have the same protection through ERISA as a 401k? Well, Ross, for you to even ask that question, that means you're up to no good.
Or you're concerned about something.
Something must be going on in your life.
Right.
So what's he talking about here, Al? ERISA protection.
Yeah, ERISA protection. You're actually better at explaining ERISA. I'll take the second part of the question.
Well, I mean, it's just the protection of looking at if you're going to get sued, right? So maybe he has rental properties. Maybe he's going to file bankruptcy or something like that. ERISA is a code that was, back in 74, and it was really to protect retirees because Studebaker, remember that car?
Yeah,
Studebaker?
I do.
That kind of caused, they had they had the first pension plan or one of the first pension plans that blew up.
Yeah. I recall Studebaker because that's how I learned about stocks from my dad, because he was rather upset because he had invested in Studebaker stock.
Got it.
And it had done so well.
For a while. Like probably Kodak and
and then it didn't.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
So when did the Studebaker pension fail?
Like in the 70s. So because ERISA was established in 74. So it had to have been around there. And then so with this was looking at, hey, we need to have certain protections within the overall retirement planning system. And so then that was the birth of the 401k plan, because if companies weren't necessarily responsible enough to fund the overall pension and pay their promised, I guess, liabilities, that they were like, well, then the father of the 401k kind of came out. I forget his name. But he was like, well, let's come up with defined contribution plans where you can save into the plan.
Ted Benna.
Yeah, that's right. Didn't we? We talked about him before.
We've talked about him, and I'm trying to get him on the show.
Got it. Ted Benna.
He's ignoring us at the moment.
Yeah, well, whatever, Ted.
We have such a quality show.
Yeah, right. And, anyway, so ERISA has these protections in place just to keep this thing very high level. And those are under 401k, Section 401k plan. So if I keep my money into a 401k plan and I get sued because I have a rental property and someone breaks their leg and because of negligence or something like that, well, if it's under a 401k plan, then it's protected. O.J. Simpson's pension plan is protected.
Right.
Right?
And
because he lost the civil suit with allegedly killing people.
Right.
Right.
It was allegedly.
And so his NFL pension is protected.
Right.
Right. But other assets they could seize because they're not under, this type of protection. So what Ross is asking us, he's like, all right, well, I understand that there's some level of protection in a 401k plan. Is there the same level of protection in an IRA? And the answer's kinda.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell you what I know, and I'm also going to tell you what I am less sure about, and check with your attorney. Okay, is that fair?
Yeah, that's a very
Since
good CYA.
Every time I give an answer now, I'm going to do that.
Please double check before any filing deadlines.
I'm pretty clear on that, April 15th. Anyway, so you are correct with regards to bankruptcy protection on the ERISA plans, 401ks. It's unlimited, fully protected. With regards to IRAs, they actually just increased the amount on April 1st of this year. It's $1,362,800. That's the amount of IRA that is protected upon bankruptcy. Now, if you had an IRA that's a rollover from a 401k, that still gets unlimited treatment. And what Ed Slott recommends, who's one of the IRA gurus in the country, he recommends, although it's not required, that you keep those rollover funds in a separate IRA if you're concerned about this. So it's really clear that all of that stuff came from your 401k and has unlimited protection.
And but then there is that. Now, on a civil suit, there are some other limitations there.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into civil suits because I'm not an attorney. I don't know what the rules are. So
it's all a state by state.
Right.
Right. So you got the federal law, and then you got each state has their own laws in regards to some of that protection.
That's true too, and we're not going to even try to answer that. And then furthermore, I will say this: according to Ed Slott, this article that I have, he says employer-sponsored SEP IRAs and simple IRAs are fully protected, just like 401ks. And so what I'm not clear on is what if it's your own SEP IRA and you're the employer?
Right, you're the employer and employee.
I don't know the answer to that. Maybe one of our attorney friends listening does, but I'm not clear on that.